Hey, so listen, good, I'm glad you're here. Method acting has been used by actors and the greatest ones for years, and I want to understand. I had an amazing coach, Juan Carlos Mejia, under 14 national team, United States, the very first under 14 national team, that's right, the top 18 players in the entire country. I was on that team and I learned a lot. And he said, why are you not using method training? How come you're not involved identifying with the players that you admire? Method actors, they live in their worlds, they live in their characters, they become the villains, they become the hero, they become whatever character they are. The reason this is so important is because you as a player can admire another player. You can see what they're doing, but if you don't feel and identify with the way that they play and see and feel the situations that they have in the game, you will not take everything away from them. And that's what we have for you today, my friends. First, shades on. How do they dress? And I don't mean superficially. I mean, how do they appear to the world, right? Your body, what you put on, all of this stuff is your first view into the world for someone else. When you look at Ibrahimovic and you see how he dresses and how he comes to the game and does all this stuff, you know exactly what's up, all right? When you see Lamine Yamal deciding to do what he wants to do to his hair, to show up like this, to wear these things, right? It says something about him as a player. If you think that there is a separation between who this player is off the field, how they think, how they dress, and what they do on the field, you are crazy. Everyone is an extension of themselves on the field. How you express yourself matters. Does this person take risks when they dress? Do they care at all about their hair color, what they're wearing, what color their clothes are, if they're wearing something that's risque, all right? Some players love that. If that's you and you identify with that, start taking those risks. If you're more relaxed, more calm, if you know I'm gonna be wearing the same shoes for the rest of my career like Tony Cruz, all right? And you just wanna dress in a nice, simple suit, and you don't want people to look at you or stare at you, then become that. Be that player, all right? The thing is that your appearance is one thing, but it's not gonna be enough. It's just the start. Body language is key. Appearance is one thing, that's what you're wearing. Now, how you fill out those clothes is your body language. If you show up to training like this with hunched shoulders, it's very likely that that is bleeding into the rest of your life. And it's definitely bleeding into your game. Most of those guys come like this, you know? If you play with Africans, South Americans, it's almost a party in the locker room with these guys. As a pro, I've seen this, right? Traveling and playing all over the world, it's a party. People are coming in like this. That's just how it is, all right? And so your body language is going to affect the way that you play. It is going to affect the way that you train. It's going to affect the way that you think. Go look for them before the game. Go look to see if you can find interviews of these people. How are they? What else are they doing? What else can you assume, all right? Because if you can get yourself into that world, you can really push, all right? This video is going to be a banger. Hang on, my friends. It's a cyclone. Cyclone. Training. The next piece of the puzzle. If you want to put all these pieces together, you have to know that if you don't train like this guy, you're not going to get it, all right? If your player is constantly there, winning and scoring goals, clutch at the end of the 90 minutes, what is the likelihood that he doesn't train? He's probably very fit. So much so that he might put more emphasis on this fitness, and that's going to matter for you as a method trainer. Method training, my friends, method training. Come on, get in. Understand how he trains. Does he want to use technique more? Is he constantly dribbling with the ball, running through cones? Is he constantly going over crosses? Is he shooting? Is finishing training there? Are you a defender? Is he constantly stopping players one-on-one, or is he always winning everything in the air? Do you need to get more power? How does this player train? Train like them for 30 days. Think like them for 30 days. Dress like them for 30 days. Are you seeing where we're going here? There is no way for you to be the same player. You can't be. You won't be the same person if you are thinking, acting, and doing everything in a different way. It's impossible. So your training has to be serious, it has to be game-like, and you have to make sure that all the stuff that you're doing is going to lead you toward the next thing, because you are training for something. What you're training for is the game. You are training for the game. Game prep means that you're always ready. It's not that you can't have some days where you're just relaxing and this training is like this, and you're gonna have that. It's gonna be an ebb and flow. But honestly, if you don't prepare for a game, if you're not thinking, how does this player prepare for the game? Are they a day before? Are they rehearsing? Do they go to the bed thinking about the games? Do they completely detach from football entirely? You have to put a little bit of you and a little bit of them. Mash it together and you're gonna create something new, all right? But for the time being, use them as your model, all right? Because they are getting the results. You want to be watching players, preferably professional players, that are getting the results that you know. And why? Why make this distinction between professional players? Well, because they have something on the line. It's easier to be an amateur player to perform. There's not much on the line. You can go back to your normal life. Pros don't have a choice. If you want to have more success, you have to raise the stakes. You have to care, right? And the easiest way for it to matter to you is for it to be a huge part of your life. It doesn't mean that you can't have fun. It doesn't mean that you won't have fun. It just means that you have to raise the stakes if you want to be a big balling player. How do we do the cyclone here? Do I do it? Here we go. Cyclone! 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 Ooh. Obviously, all roads lead to the mind. They lead to your mind. All of this you are doing so that you can change how you think. If you change how you think, you will change how you play. You will change how you train. You will change all of this. At the end, it's simply this. How close can you get to understanding the mentality of the player that you want to be? All right? So, Cristiano Ronaldo loves goals. Ramos loves crushing people. Goalies love it never being scored on. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Neymar loves being flashy. Messi loves dribbling technique. Whatever it is, you guys understand. And this mentality doesn't just have to do with their style, it also has to do with their resilience. When they get into a clutch, serious situation, do they cower? Are they ready to step up for that? Are they ready to take the penalty kick? Are they ready to take the corner kick, the free kick, whatever it is? Are you that player? Can you pretend to be that player for 30 days? Can you pretend to be that player for the next training? Can you do it at all? All right? This video is about you guys taking a challenge. You're gonna have to watch it over and over again, and I am not kidding. I don't remember the last video I've ever said that you have to watch it several times. Usually, I say go straight to the field. This time, I'm telling you, you need to watch this video over and over and over again until you internalize the stuff that we have here, and then you need to go onto the field, and you need to do the rest of your life, and you need to manage it so that you can actually get something done, okay? It's 2025. Shit is supposed to be different, okay? You need to be different. It's time to act different. Let's go, all right? We've said enough in this video. I could go on and on and on about all the different things that you guys could do, but we don't need that. What we need to do is get you to like, comment, subscribe, and check out all of the videos from us here at Unisport in the playlist. Get the gear, get your stuff, ball out like a super baller, because that's what we do here. My name is Will John. This is the Unisport crossbar. I really thought I hit it. There's another ball right there. That was just a practice crossbar, guys. We always do that. Some of you guys are new to the channel. We do this thing where like I pretend to not hit the crossbar. It's all right, I got you guys, I got you guys. There it is.